This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to talk about Marilyn Manson and one of the women accusing him, the one from Game of Thrones, Esmé Bianco. Now, the big question for today is, why does she look so happy when she got to the US, and why does she look so happy when she's with Marilyn Manson? So I'm not saying you can't fake it. I'm not saying maybe something was going on and she was hiding her fear and her anxiety. But when you put all these pieces together and you're not finding what she's saying is very consistent, then you've got to raise an eyebrow, or else you're not looking at it in a balanced manner. So let me play a few clips and read some things from Instagram. Let's take a look.
And I've just relocated over here to LA, so I'm staying over here to try and progress my movie career, so watch this space.
It was real short, but I think she looked pretty genuine. It looked like she was pretty happy right there. So let's take a look at Instagram and also a few pictures from when they were together, when they're kind of eating and looks like they're having a great time. Here we see the first clip out. It says, even after leaving Marilyn Manson in June 2011, after a month or so together, Esmé confirms she relocated to LA to work on her movie career, which you heard her say. Esmé was not trafficked. She did not move back to the UK. She stayed in LA because this was her goal, to live there to gain movie roles. This also goes back to the fact that she saw Marilyn Manson as a career opportunity. Even without Manson, she was in LA by her own choice. And that seems right to me, man. Think about it. She gets to LA, she gets to America, she wants to be a movie star, but she doesn't know a lot of people off the bat. She's got to meet people, she's got to mingle, and she happened to meet Marilyn Manson, who had a pretty big name, and she's like, well, this isn't the guy I really want to meet. I don't really want to date this guy. He's a little weird, possibly, things like that, but he is really big, and I'm sure he knows a lot of people, so yeah, I'll give him a little bit of a chance. That's what I think makes sense. That's what people do. That's how the world works. What doesn't make sense is he kind of brought her here against her will, did something illegal. Sorry, I just can't quite buy that. Then it goes on to say on top a few things that repeat, but on the bottom, it goes on to say, Esmé was only with Marilyn Manson for a short period of time, and afterwards she remained in LA to continue working on her career, because that's why she moved. This is not trafficking. Esmé continued to live and work there and even got a green card. Again, she moved there for career opportunities. Manson was an access all areas pass for her, but because he didn't finish his film and probably didn't get her film roles with other contacts, she now alleges she was trafficked. No, Esmé struggled to get roles and didn't get the Hollywood dream she imagined, and now she wants a jackpot payout. And I'm sorry, but that just seems to make sense to me. If she had some rock solid evidence, audio, video, she got police reports, medical reports at the time. She saved them. Those doctors confirmed her stories. The police confirmed her stories. Anything, something, please. I just want something more than what these people are saying. And the Lisa Liar says, I feel like after this shitstorm is over, Manson will never work with women again. That sucks because I would be honored to be in a video of his, even as just an extra. I'm sure he'll have extras. I'm sure he'll work with women, but I get the point. The point is, and same thing goes for Johnny and all these men seeing lives ruined by allegations, it's going to make them weary around women, not more likely to support women. It's going to make them think, well, I can't really trust after this. So that's a pretty reasonable thing to think. And Marlo Marquise, if I'm saying that correct, says, this page is disgusting. I actually know some of these women. Personally, shame on you. Well, I could type that up about anything, about anybody. So give us some details, and maybe I'll be listening. And this next one brings up a point I thought was good enough to touch upon. If I was leaving my home to go in a foreign country to live with someone, and that someone was torturing me for a month and a half, I would definitely leave the country as soon as possible and will never come back. And I will call the police in my country immediately. He can't threaten me when I'm home because there's no Manson's gangs here. Okay, so the broad point is, why stay in a place you're so unhappy? You know, people usually blame things when it doesn't always make sense to place the blame. What I mean is, I'm here in Japan, and sometimes, you know, I get tempted to say, when something goes wrong, oh, it's this country. Oh, it's Japan. I hate it here. It's this place. You know, people can sometimes think like that. So if you go to a foreign country, if I went to like Europe or some country where someone was torturing me, I'd probably feel like somehow it was a bad place, it was a bad country, and I would probably be likely not to stay there. Well, that's not 100%. Maybe the situation works itself out, you get out of it, and you get back on the path you were intended on. However, I get what she's saying. A lot of times, it ends up where you blame the place and you leave because the experience really hurts the overall feeling and expectations you had. And here she is with Manson. She looks really happy here. I'm just saying, I need this explained to me. If you're on her side, if you're saying to me, why are you defending Manson? Then just explain it with logic. Let me know how this works. Is she faking it? Is this just on the surface? What about this one? She looks pretty happy there. Pretty normal. Looks like they're hanging out, getting some drinks, and making some silly faces. So who's taking the pictures? She's just able to be happy all the time around this person who's such a monster? I don't know. I'm just saying. The surface really does not add up to what's being accused. And I gotta say, look, I've said this quite a few times, but I gotta throw it out there every single video. If someone has something real, audio, video, police record, medical record, something real, then I'll take a look. I'll be happy to cover that. But until then, things just kind of look a little bit strange on the surface, and I think this person here who's put this theory out there is mostly right. You guys, let me know what you're thinking down below. Let me say a few things about the channel. Quick shout out to Carla Ellis, Cindy Bryden, and Lotus Flower. Also, got a GoFundMe if you want to donate, and a PayPal. Links below. Really appreciate everyone who donated so far. We'll have a new PC pretty soon. Not quite yet, but we're getting there. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you consider it and you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.